everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Cowboys going up against the Raiders. With that, we'll get you out to Oakland, as we'll hand it over to our colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay at Oakland, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Oakland Raiders. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Murray. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side. And
just a bunch of poor boys, daddies, girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised. Ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty South, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. Yeah. Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some old hang. Nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't hook up to a rusty chain in the sun or in the rain. It's the kind of thing, you know we're straight out of that dirty South, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. Woo! You know we're straight out of that dirty South, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight.
Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me? Oh my Lord.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Cowboys going up against the Raiders. With that, we'll get you out to Oakland, as we'll hand it over to our colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, apart from a 13-year gap in L.A., we are at the home of the Raiders since 1966. But how much longer will they be playing football in Oakland, California? Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Oakland Raiders. One man in the backfield, Elliott. And he'll get it up the middle. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
They'll run with Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Third and short yardage. Prescott. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
A first down carry by Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got time in the pocket. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So the Cowboys will punt it on 4th down. As on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Murray had the 1,000-yard season in 2015, followed that up with 788 last year. Now, also in the mix in Oakland, you had Washington, you had Richard. How do you see this backfield playing out going forward?
I think you'll see a similar combination going forward. I think that's one of the reasons that he dropped from a 1,000-yard runner to 788, because they had other options. They're able to bring in Washington, Richard. They can use different plays for those guys, a lot of versatility, and really upgrade their offense with an infusion of speed. But Latavius Murray, I think he'll still continue to be the lead guy out of that trio.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
Fresh set of downs here. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Demarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. On 2nd down, here's Carr. He's got the hook up to Andre Holmes. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
It's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Carr. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Offensive starters now. Charles, what about Latavius Murray?
You know how you and I talk about players under the radar sometimes? Latavius Murray definitely qualifies as one of those players. And then you look up, and he's pressing 1,000 yards every year.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Here's Marquette King now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. This is fielded at the 27. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running back quicker than ever before.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Bruce Irvin is an emotional, passionate player who lives to rush the quarterback.
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's got time. He's going to fire one. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this 1st quarter. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards there on the pickup. Good enough for an Oakland 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that's a body blow type of a run. The type of run that if you keep getting them and accumulating them throughout the game, that'll really wear a defense down as we get to the 4th quarter.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Everyone's looking for the big runs, the explosive runs, the 20 to 30-yard plays. But anytime you're picking up good yardage and setting yourself up on down and distance, offenses love that too.
Two yards to go here on 3rd down. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And it's 4th down. Here's Marquette King now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st.
And I think the end result, knocking the ball away, was a product of understanding where they were on the field, understanding how many yards they needed to pick up the 1st down, and tightening their coverage accordingly. Gave them no gaps, no spaces, no real air in which to catch the football, and end up making a really nice play.
And out now come the Cowboys. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's the type of pass play that you need to wait for routes to develop. You need a little time in the pocket, but that's hard to do when you got people in your face.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Let's go.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
3 yards left to grab here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Try 38.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Here we go. Ohio. Here we go. Try 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And that leads to a Dallas 1st down.
He's quite an eyeful, isn't he? Big, strong, physical guy. When he came out of school and when I looked at my draft board, I went back through my notes to see how I had him rated. The number 2 back on my board coming out of college. Why? As I mentioned, big, strong, powerful guy, faster than you would think, and has the ability to catch the football out of the backfield, something that we didn't know he truly possessed. We saw that in the offseason work.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Brandon Carr there to make the stop.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Now Carr throwing on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
We ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And for that man, Crabtree just finished his 8th NFL season. Of course, the first 6 in San Fran, last 2 with the Raiders. Barely topped the 1,000-yard mark, but he did 1,003 this season.
It's been interesting to watch the career arc of Michael Crabtree, because you remember when he came out of college, came out of Texas Tech, he was seen as a pure #1 receiver. Many thought he was going to be a future All-Pro. But he settled in as the #2 guy in Oakland, and I think that's been great for him. Taking the pressure off of Amari Cooper and making plays himself.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen and down the numbers. There he goes. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Let's go.
1st and goal from the 8. Now Elliott. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Prescott now on 2nd down. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
He's going to go up top again. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. Second half starts with a run by Murray. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Throwing now is Carr. Crabtree with it over the middle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Third down and 3. Carr going to try and throw on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Murray the lone setback. He's going to get the football. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Ah, yes, this is where the expression staying ahead of the chains comes into play. Good runs like that one set you up well for third down.
Second down following the run. Again, it's Murray. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Here we go. Try at 38. Try at 38. Flex round. Flex round.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken on the 25. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw, it's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Carr now to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A give to Elliott. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Prescott. Caught left side, Williams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Really nice connection on the corner route. This is a play where the receiver wants to set up the defensive back by moving him inside and then breaking back to the corner.
Here we go. Brand 38.
They go play action here on first down. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Shift together here from the D-line. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go. Flex round. Here we go.
They come up with an offset eye. Here's Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle. Another pistol look here.
Here we go. Brand 38.
On second down, Elliott. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Carr will try it again on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Murray the lone setback. Here's Carr to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Carr now on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Again, it's Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Rivera, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders get a score closer. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there. And the Cowboys are going to get a 1st down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there out of the running game. 37 yards.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back? Is patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. But this drive, oh, he's come alive, and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
Come on, let's go!
Now Elliott trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Come on, let's go!
They'll try to sweep with Elliott. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. forced out to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target, and it's 4th down. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And now here come the Raiders. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Zebra, right, here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Barry Church. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Ohio.
Elliott. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the Raiders will take possession. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. He got 29 yards that time. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. but don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Surveying the field. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And now it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Carr, got to have this one. Open man is Holmes. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the pickup there. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Here's Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Second down now after the incompletion. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Carr, he's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now they'll run. Murray. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you...
DJ Fresh. Now I've been in New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, AATLMIA-DDMV, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, New York.